What is the best variety of blueberry to grow in West Tennessee, and when is the best time to plant? This is Gloria from Covington, Tennessee. We're familiar with Covington.
Yeah, we are. That's really, really close to where we are right now.
So best variety.
There's some good varieties out there. Some good varieties, and but don't plant them now. Best time to plant them is late winter.
Late winter.
Plant them in late winter. Here in Covington, probably around mid-February to early March would be about the best time to plant in the Covington, Tennessee area.
Okay.
But between now and then, get your pH right.
Right. Yeah, I was going to mention. Get your soil tested.
So you're doing it the right way. Get your pH right. You need to get your pH down to around 4.8. Get you the amount of sulfur that you need per. It'll come out with a number of pounds per 100 square feet to put out and till that in if you can. Go ahead and work it up and till it into your planting holes or holes. I don't know how many you want to plant. You need at least 2, because and I would recommend the Rabbiteye types just because they're sweeter. There's some of the southern high bush that will work here, but the Rabbiteye types I think taste better. And,
I would agree with that.
They get bigger. They'll produce more. And but here in Tennessee, Bright Blue, Bluebell, Climax, Garden Blue, Southland, Tiff Blue, Premier, Brightwell, and Powder Blue.
I'm familiar
How
with
about that?
those.
All of those, many of those were developed in Georgia, but they work really well here in West Tennessee.
We're here. And we actually planted a couple of those, didn't we?
We did. I think we planted a Tiff Blue and a Climax.
Climax.
Is what we planted
Exactly
here
right.
at WKNO Studios.
Exactly right.
And I've got probably I have 4 blueberry plants, and when I'm picking blueberries, I wish I only had 2, because I mean, it's just amazing how much they produce.
Right.
And I don't spray them. I've not had to.
That's good.
And I put a little fertilizer out every once in a while. They don't require a lot of fertilizer. As a matter of fact, you need to stay away from nitrate forms of fertilizer, nitrogen fertilizer, but they need very little fertilizer. They probably would do better, well if you mulch. But when you plant them, get the pH right. Make sure you include 2 or 3 shovelfuls of sphagnum peat moss in the planting hole. And but
you ready to go?
Those varieties,
those are good.
Will work for you.
They will work,
and they're should be pretty easy to find also.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But I wouldn't go outside that, very far outside that. I know if you're not careful, some of the, if you're not careful, you'll end up with one of the high bush varieties, because they also are pretty common nationwide. And some of the big stores that sell blueberries they'll bring, I think, some of the northern varieties down here.
They will.
So kind of be careful with that.
We hope you loved the video. We would love for you to ask more questions. Be sure to leave those questions in your comments.